Right guys, from New Zealand. Alright guys, so from New Zealand, on a bit of a gloomy day, but it is spring, early spring. So guys, from New Zealand. Morning guys, welcome back to New Zealand. Now this morning, right, let's start yesterday. Let's go back a bit further. Alright, so for a few months, maybe 3 months, 4 months, I was sick of living in my house. I was over it. I bought it as a door upper, I've done it up, and then I've decided it's not for me. It's too much space, far too much space. So I decided, right, let's get out of there and try something I've been fancying for a long time. So I bought myself a little camper van, and I've moved in. I've put a bit of stuff in storage, you know, stuff that I may need in the future. But for now, everything I need is either in storage or in the van. The house I've rented out, so that's good. And new tenant moves in next week, I believe, so good on him. I'm sure he's going to have a great time. It's nice and close to town. It's just ideally situated in the middle of everything. It's a great place. It's just not for me. So I'm living out of a van, which is great. I'm enjoying it. A few things to learn, a few things to adjust to, but nothing I can't overcome, that's for sure. So anyway, so yesterday, which was Friday, one of the local high school teams, Napier Boys High School, they were playing in the top 4 rugby competition in Palmerston-north, and they had the semi-final yesterday, which was Friday. So that was one of my jobs, to come down and shoot that and get a bit of video and get some photographs of the day. The boys won, congratulations, they're now in the final on Sunday. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get there, but it was a great game. Anyway, back on point. So I had a word with the boss. I says, mate, while I'm going down there, you know, it takes me out of the region, because it's like 2 hours drive, 2:40 drive, something like that. I want to be out of the office all day, you know, because I've got to drive down, shoot the match, upload the video, upload the photographs, drive back. Best part of 8 hours done. So I said, look, why don't I, because I've got Saturday off, why don't I take my van down there, stay overnight, and I can do my own thing on Saturday. He said, go for your life. Brilliant. So here I am. Now, when I say here I am, I didn't have a clue where I was last night, because obviously I arrived in the dark. So I just typed in on the NZMCA app, freedom camping around the Woodville area, and it came up with this one, Ferry Reserve. And I tell you what, I didn't see a thing of it last night, obviously, pitch black. Parked up on what I could see was a bit of solid ground, effectively the pathway, the roadway in, because I was a bit dubious getting on the grass. We had a stinker of a week. We had probably 5 or 6 days of solid, and I mean solid rain. It's been a shocker. So I didn't really want to go on the grass in case I got bogged down. So anyway, had a good, comfortable night's sleep. Woke up this morning, not so much of a sunrise, no light. It was pretty drab, so I buggered off back to sleep. Anyway, it's now 7:30 AM. and I've come out for a walk, and it's stunning. It's beautiful. The weather's still a bit ropey. It's not raining, it's not windy. We've got a little bit of blue sky on the horizon, some moody clouds behind me, and so I'm thinking, right, let's get out here and try and make a bit of a photograph. Now, I've no idea whatsoever what I'm going to photograph. I've got the Manawatu River, which is running full, and it's running dirty over there because there's obviously all that rain, and it's kind of mucking up the water. Over my shoulder there, we've got the old gorge. We've got the old gorge bridge. Now that's the Manawatu Gorge that way, and if you sort of follow the path of the river around, which we can't, unfortunately, there was a road round there, and it was a stunning drive. It was, you had to be on your game, concentrate all the way because it was pretty ropey, but it was a stunning drive between Hawke's Bay and Manawatu, which is the regions. Effectively, you've got to get from this side to the other side to get to Palmerston-north. Anyway, that was constantly, every year, every time we have a big flood or a big sort of rainfall event, we get a lot of slips, landslides, and it blocks the road off for weeks and in some cases months on end. Anyway, a couple of years ago we had a massive slip again, and NZTA decided to flag it, get rid of the road, dump it. You know, it's just costing too much, forget about it. So it's been closed, so nobody can get through there, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. They've got two other routes, this sort of saddle road and the Pahir Tour track, and they're talking about making another road through, but that remains to be seen what happens. But it is, anyway, so I'm waffling. Effectively what I'm trying to tell you is this: we can't go any further than what we are now. So I might try and incorporate that there bridge in a bit of a shot. I don't know. Whatever we come up with, we'll come up with something. And if we don't come up with much, it doesn't really matter. It's a cracking day. The van's had a good run. I've enjoyed it so far. Alright guys, let's wander about and see what we can see. I'm trying to get a shot of this bridge, the Gorge Bridge. Unfortunately, as soon as I've set up, it started blowing a gale. So I'm trying to shield the camera as best I can. Sure, I can't really get, I'd like to get a bit close to the water's edge, but no, not after this flood we've just had. Everything's unbelievably unstable. And I'm a bit clumsy at the best of times, so yeah, we'll give that a miss. So just a little bit frog in the throat. Feels like a toad. Anyway, just for anybody that's interested, a little bit of info about my new house, my new van. It's a 2007 VW Crafter, and that's all I know about it. I think it's a 2.5 diesel. It's nippy enough. Good on gas, diesel. Loads of storage space. It's got an onboard shower, toilet, basin. It's got a sink for washing your pots. It's got a 3-burner gas stove and a grill. There's air conditioning, there's heating, there's water heating. What else? I've got a fridge. Wait. I've got the cabin there. It's got a radio, must have, and a CD player. That's a 2-berth, is this one. So it's got 2 single beds that make up, when I get lucky, into a, if I get lucky, it makes up into a double bed. I've not needed it yet, sadly. But anyway, these things take time. So it's comfortable. It's got a good ventilation system. It's got a carbon monoxide alarm. It's got a smoke alarm, which is a bit of a pain in the ass actually. I made myself some dinner the other day because it's such a small area. It doesn't take much to spark that alarm off. So I'm making me dinner, you know, with that bleeding thing buzzing in my ear all shift. But it was okay. Come the warmer weather, obviously, the doors will be open. I went for this size van, as opposed to my initial idea of a big sort of boxy truck van, you know, with a sleepover cabin and all that sort of malarkey. I really fancied that idea because obviously there's more space. But then I thought, right, think about it. How much space do I actually need? And when I think about it, I really don't need that much space. I need somewhere to sleep, somewhere to do a bit of cooking, somewhere to drive, somewhere to sit and read a book, do a bit of work on my computer. What more do I need, really? Honestly, what more do I need? So I went for this one for that reason. Also the fact that it's more manoeuvrable. I still work full time, so I've got to sort of get from wherever I'm staying to work and park it up somewhere. A big boxy van, truck, takes a lot more parking, it takes a lot more space. This thing doesn't, it just kind of blends in with the street, it's fine. So yeah, so I'm quite happy with my decision, and I highly recommend it. You know, there's such a housing shortage. This is going way off topic. In fact, there isn't even a topic to go off, but if there was a topic, it'd be way off it. Anyway, there is such a housing shortage in New Zealand, and there's a lot of people, unfortunately, you know, in a lot of desperate straits out there. Housing affordability, especially for the young folk, housing affordability is just, it's crazy. It's a worldwide phenomenon. It's just absolutely crazy. More people, not enough houses, prices way. People should do this. You know, there's plenty of space. You've just got to cut your cloth to suit, and there's plenty of space. Just get rid of stuff. You know, stuff you don't need, stuff you don't use. You know, get yourself in a van. The overheads are pretty bloody minimal. You know, I've got solar power on top, generate my own electricity. not so much today, but it runs off the alternator as well. So the advice for the youth out there, and the not so youth as well, people who have, you know, the kids have grown up, they've gone through whatever they've gone through, and they decided to downsize, maybe downsize. Yeah, why not? Cashing on your bloody asset, your house, and buy a little van and get out and see the place you live in. And that's my plan. I've spent so many times living in my other house. I spent so many times sleeping in the car, a little Swift, a little bloody frigging Suzuki Swift. Christ almighty, that was the most uncomfortable thing in the world. But it did me, you know, I managed, and I slept in there, not through necessity but through choice, just because I wanted to be parked up somewhere for sunrise or whatever, you know, man, just to get out and see a little bit of stuff. So this is, and I'm too tight to pay for a hotel. That's a given. I'm Yorkshire, and what can you say? Anyway, so that's my advice. You know, downsize, get yourself a van, hit the road, beautiful, and generate your own electricity. Right, bugger the power companies. That's awesome. That is awesome. It really is. Anyway, guys, tour over. So the plan for today, it's very, very sketchy. Head for a walk and try and get a nice photograph of that there bridge, that there gorge bridge, and then on top of these hills we've got the Apathy wind farm, and I'm thinking with a sort of mist and low cloud rolling through, I'm thinking we're going to get a few nice photographs of that. So there's a bit of a viewing platform further along the road, and I might have a drive up there and try and get a few sort of misty, moody, black and white sort of shots of the wind farm. Alright guys, so let's get mobile. I managed to get a couple of nice shots of the wind farm, of the turbines. It came over real moody, real dark, real sort of stormy, and I think that's going to make some nice shots. Handheld them. I had to work pretty fast. It was quite blowy up there, and it started raining as well, so I tried to get a slower shutter speed as I could, hand holding. ISO 100 f16. I put the inbuilt 3-stop ND filter on, and that gave me roughly a 20th of a second. Now I did that just because I wanted to get a little element of movement in the blades, in the turbine blades. On the back of the camera I think it's just about worked. You've got a little bit of movement, not much, but just enough to show that actually, you know, they move. Anyway guys, listen, I've got about a 2-hour drive home, 2.5 hour drive home. I think I'm going to call that a draw now. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed it. It's real disjointed, it's all over the show. It's going to take some putting together, this one, but I think it might I might be able to cobble together a bit of a vlog. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say a quick thank you to the gentleman that I bought this van off, and a guy called John, lives up in Tauranga. Lovely bloke, absolutely salt of the earth sort of fella, and John, I'm going to love this van as much as you obviously loved it. Alright guys, from New Zealand, hope you're having a great day or evening wherever you are in the world, and for the time being, ka kite anō. Catch you later.